Coronavirus.
COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
COVID-19.
Corona.
COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
COVID-19.
Corona.
Don't get the Rona.
Life ruiner.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
I'd rather not meet online at all and wait until we can be in person again.
I think rehearsing online is weird because, well, you don't get to actually play together, and instead we have to make different videos and then put them together, so that's kind of weird.
Since we can't play together, it's a bit frustrating, but I would rather be able to do the online rehearsals if we couldn't meet in person.
I think that online classes are not as fun, but I do like the features that you can use.
It's not as fun online, but I like all the features. I like the raise hand and the clap feature.
I like the online rehearsal because I can stay home and have more time to do homework and also play.
I think it was cool the way we were able to do it over Zoom.
As a young boy, Joseph Haydn was given the title of being mischievous, and during his later years, he was also titled a jokester, due to him writing in the string quartet in E-flat major false endings in his movements.
I like this piece because of the crazy dynamic range and the different moods it conveys through the rhythms and the different parts of the orchestra.
I really enjoyed Symphony No. 52, mainly because it's just so much fun to play. I mean, the cello part is really engaging, and I love how it has a sense of mysteriousness, but yet it's still fierce at the same time. Also, did you know that this movement was one of the most dramatic and unsettling movements that Haydn ever composed?
My favorite measure of the Haydn is measure 9 because it introduces a new key and sounds mysterious and dark and makes you wonder what's going to happen next in the music.
His actual name was Edward Kennedy Duke Ellington. He was born in Washington, D.C., and at the age of 7, he began studying piano, got the nickname Duke because of his polite speaking and kindness.
It's fast and it's fun.
It is a lot of duas. It is also fun because of the tempo and the key. I like to play this piece because it is fun to play and has a skippy beat.
I think it's cool that string instruments get to play a jazz piece.
It's pretty catchy and interesting with all the different instruments.
Incredibles is funny because the bad guy looks like a troll, and Incredibles is called Incredibles because it is incredible.
I like the accents in measure 7.
The eighth notes make me think of the fighting scenes in the movie.
It is strong, interesting, and fast.
It feels fast and it's exciting. It's also challenging.
Incredibles is a good song, and it's a good movie.
This song will wind you in and will keep you on the edge of your seat, measure after measure.
It's like the Incredibles are fighting someone. It gives your heart a fast beat or maybe even skips a beat. I think it is surprising. No, I think they're just incredible.
The Incredibles theme song gets your adrenaline pumping.
Brayton was inspired to play music by his mother, who was an amateur singer.
He started composing at 5 and started playing piano at 7.
Brayton was, in fact, gay, and he and his partner, Peter Pears, were together for 40 years.
When he moved to America, a New York music critic criticized one of his songs by saying it was utterly disappointing.
Brayton owned many dachshunds, and he had an African gray parrot.
E.B. Brayton used pieces he composed when he was a kid in Simple Symphony.
Brayton dedicated the Simple Symphony to his viola teacher, Audrey Alston.
I really like the personality behind the piece.
He originally wrote the piece for string quartet, but he would later on add a bassline part for it to be played by a string orchestra.
So for America, I kind of liked playing it when we did play it in orchestra before coronavirus. But after coronavirus and when we had to move into Zoom, I started to not like it.
Most of us recognized the song America from the movie, and it was really challenging to hear the soundtrack and to be comparing our sound to the movie's sound.
I think this piece sounds great as an orchestra, but once we moved rehearsals to Zoom, I realized I don't really like playing just our part, and the piece is missing a lot when you only hear the second violin part.
At first, I was super happy and excited to play it because I love the song, because I love the movie. But then we had to play it a lot.
When I initially started playing America, I hated it. Now it's one of my all-time favorites.
When I first played this piece, it was really hard for me. But as I played it more, it got easier for me. But in the end, and in my opinion, I don't really like this piece.
Q&A is a piece written by Richard Meyer, and it's written for string orchestra and audience. There are several segments in it where there's basically a call and response between the conductor and orchestra and the audience. And in a big concert hall, you get this wonderful sound of the orchestra and the audience, the orchestra and the audience. What you'll hear a few times in this recording are some empty spots. And if you want to clap in those empty spots, it's going to fill in kind of the rest of the musical story. So I hope you enjoy it. This is Q&A.